Why do people care so much about status? Like, why are we obsessed with status? Like actually people are obsessed, and I feel like with social media it makes it a lot worse because you're actually seeing in real time what people are doing and what they're not doing and how you're supposed to look, how you're supposed to act, that kind of thing. And people are just obsessed with status. Even thinking about like designer clothing, like who cares if you have a Gucci shirt? Like, what did you gain from that? Oh, you're rich, you can buy that? Okay, good for you. But when I see someone with a Louis Vuitton bag and it has like logo all over it or whatever, it's like, I'm not like, oh my god, they can afford Louis Vuitton. Oh my god, who is this person? Whose presents are we in? Oh my god. Maybe it's like a quality thing, like maybe, but it's also not only a quality thing. Like, or like having to have Lululemon what's it called, activewear when you're working out, that kind of thing. Like, that's not necessarily better than something from like Walmart or Target or like whatever, any other kind of corporation. Like, it's not better, but for some reason it feels better to have that. And I mean, I'm guilty of this too. Everybody is. When we're talking about like status, you care about what you look and how you present yourself because you have a reputation that you want to uphold or whatever. But it's just like being obsessed with status. It like actually drives me nuts, like thinking about it. Let's talk about like famous people, okay? I understand there are a lot of famous people. I'm not talking about influencers. I'm talking about like famous people that are famous for doing movies, sports, singing, that kind of thing. Let's take, for example, this hasn't happened. This isn't an example that I've seen. Or maybe I have seen it, I don't know. It's totally possible. But I'm just making this up for an example. I'll get a post that comes up on Instagram that's like, Margot Robbie says she doesn't drink coffee anymore. Like, oh my god. What? She doesn't drink coffee? Oh my god. Why not? Look, I don't drink coffee. I don't see a post being made about it. Who cares? Who's watching that? Why are people liking that post? I don't get it. I really don't. Who cares? They're just another person. When it's something controversial, like the stuff about like Diddy or like that kind of stuff, I can see that because that's like actually like harmful. Like what he's doing is harmful, or what he is allegedly doing is harmful. You know, I just don't get it. These are just random people that we don't know. So why do we care? Like the whole Met Gala just happened. Who cares what they're wearing? Like, I get that it's supposed to be like donation stuff about raising money, that kind of thing. But like, who cares? Who cares? Why do we care what Zendaya is wearing? Why do we care what Sabrina Carpenter is wearing? Why do we care about, I don't know any of the other people that were there. I'm not trying to only call out women, by the way. That's just who is coming to my head. Oh, the guy in the bear, I forgot his name. He was there. Okay. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Like, why are we like consuming content about what they wore and like who wore it better? Like come on. Like, let's talk about AOC a few years ago when she went to the Met Gala and she wore a dress that said "Eat the Rich" or "Tax the Rich," whatever "Tax the Rich," I think is what it said. Like, that we can talk about. But who cares who fit the theme best? It's just a bunch of rich people going to a party. Like, who cares? Who cares what they're wearing? And like, I'm just talking about this in general. Why are we obsessed with these rich people? They do not care about us. So why do we care so much about them? They're just people. No, I don't have a celebrity idol that I'm like, that's like my favorite. My favorite Singer for most of my life has been Carrie Underwood, but I didn't idolize her. Like, I didn't even follow her on Instagram. Like, I would just listen to her music pretty much. But after her performing at the Trump inauguration, I have stopped listening to her music because everything's political and I don't agree with what she did, so I'm not, and honestly I'm not like that upset because I didn't idolize her, like I'm not like devastated. And I get that some people really can connect with certain famous people or whatever, and so that can have reasons why people are following celebrities and that kind of thing. Generally, it doesn't matter what people are doing, and I don't care. Like, I don't care. I just don't care. And like, I'm not trying to just be like a hater or like cynical. Like, I'm just like being so for real right now. Like, we should not be caring so much about the little mundane things and these famous people's lives who have more money than most of the country, most of the world. They're not, like, some of them are like activists or whatever, but like, they're also not doing as much as they could. Like, let's be so for real. Sometimes I just don't get it. While we're on the topic of celebrities, why do actors make so much money? Okay, now that I'm saying it out loud, I can see why they make so much money, because they're a big part of the movie and the movie can make millions of dollars, and so they should get like a good portion of that. But if that's why they get paid so much, like, what are they not, like, I get they're like creating art and that kind of thing, and artists deserve to be paid like living wages, but like being paid millions of dollars for a year of work, okay, let's just say it's 2 years of work. I don't actually know how long it takes to work on a movie, but let's just say for an actor it's 2 years, and that's counting all of the preparation they have to do and all the press and the acting. Let's just say it's 2 years, so like 4,000 hours of work or so, 4,100 or so, that kind of thing. Okay, let's just say that's what it is, and they make $5 million. Like, that's crazy. Like, why are movies so expensive? Like, let's be real. Why are they making so much money on a movie? Like, why was it $18 to go see Deadpool versus Wolverine in the morning matinee on a Saturday? Why is it $18? That's more than an hour of work on a minimum wage salary in Washington. And that's not, Washington has one of the highest minimum wages. So like $7.25, I think, is the federal minimum wage. So that's 2.5 hours of work. If you don't even include what's taken out from taxes, it's at least 3 hours of work to go see one movie. That's insane. Like that's insane. Like, what is that? Like, what? I just, like, I can't, bro. I can't. I'm just so like, why is the world built this way? Why? I understand why. It's because of the people at the top are in charge. So they're going to maximize profit and minimize maximize gains and minimize losses for themselves. Who cares about anyone else, right? I saw a post the other day, and I think it was an old video, and it was Bill Gates on someone's talk show. It might have been Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon or Stephen Colbert. I don't remember. It doesn't really matter who it was. And I don't know when this video was taken, but it was like he had $135 billion of his net worth, and if 99% of it was taken away, he would still be a billionaire, which is crazy. And I get Bill Gates does a lot of like philanthropy, but he really doesn't do enough. So I stand so corrected because I literally just looked it up, and today Bill Gates announced that he is donating 99% of his wealth. So what I just said was not right. So yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, just wanted to add that in here. I totally agree with the fact that billionaires shouldn't exist. I feel like people that become billionaires are not the kind of people to donate and help out people and care about people in the way that people that work in I don't know, people that work at homeless shelters and women's shelters and that kind of thing, those people will never be a billionaire because they would never keep that much wealth. So the people that are billionaires are not the generous type, because if they were, they would have never gotten that much money, if that makes any sense. I'm just so like, we as a people are too obsessed with the wrong things. I'm not even talking about politics, but for so long it's been Democrats versus Republicans, and instead of this, Democrats and Republicans, we need to focus on the people versus the people in charge, because this is supposed to be a democracy where these people, the people, are choosing what the government is doing with our voting and with our protesting and that kind of thing. We're supposed to be choosing where society is going, at least in our country. Right now, it's the opposite. This group is telling us what we're doing, and that's not how that's supposed to work. Like, and this is very dumbed down, but like, stay with me here. These people are supposed to be listening to these people because we outnumber them by millions. So why are we letting all of this happen? Why are we like just going along with it? Like, I know there are people protesting and there are people that are doing things, but there's not enough people. Like, we need more people. We are enough. We have power if we use it. Oh my god, dude. Like, I'm just so over all this. Earlier I didn't talk about influencers, but let's talk about influencers. I'm talking about influencers whose only job is to be an influencer. When people are making money from making videos online and from telling people what to buy and like going to these little events where they gift you stuff and that kind of thing, I feel like it's like wrong, honestly, for that to be your whole job. Like, it's wrong. Like, why don't you be an influencer on the side and then like actually like have something else that you do? Because that's way more interesting to me than just somebody that's like, oh, I bought all this stuff today, let me show you what I got, link in the description, click on my TikTok shop. I'm just so over all of this stuff. Everything I've said, I'm just so over it, and I just need to like get this out. So that's what I'm doing right now. So yeah, if you have anything else you want to add to this, please let me know down below, because I would love to hear your thoughts, honestly. Thank you for watching. I hope this was entertaining or interesting, or you got something out of it. So thanks.